You wake up tired. Before your eyes even fully adjust to the light, you stumble into the kitchen and grab a cup of coffee. Most people reach for that first sip within 10 minutes of getting out of bed. For a little while, it works. The fog clears and you feel alive again. You finally feel functional enough to start your day. But then 3 p.m. rolls around. Your motivation disappears, your brain feels heavy, and you find yourself needing another cup of coffee just to survive the rest of the afternoon. This daily cycle creates a powerful illusion. Most people attribute their fatigue to a lack of caffeine, overlooking a more complex biological reality. Take someone like Jake. He exercises and gets decent sleep, yet he religiously drinks coffee within 10 minutes of waking up. At first, 1 cup kept him sharp, but over several months, that single cup stopped working. Then even 2 cups barely helped, leaving him completely drained by the afternoon. When this happens, people often blame external factors. Jake assumed his exhaustion was a result of stress, a heavy workload, or simply getting older. The timing of that coffee consumption dictates the severity of the afternoon crash. Your body possesses an automatic, built-in energy system, programmed to activate the moment you wake up. The chemical responsible for this is cortisol. While often associated with stress, cortisol serves as the body's natural alarm clock in the morning. This chart shows how your internal clock operates. Right after the wake-up mark, cortisol naturally rises. This spike elevates your alertness and establishes your baseline energy for the day. Your biology is capable of initiating its own wakefulness as long as this natural chemical process runs unhindered. Caffeine works by blocking adenosine, a chemical that tracks the brain's internal sleep pressure. Drinking coffee immediately upon waking causes an artificial spike. As shown on the graph, this caffeine peak overlaps with your body's natural cortisol spike, forcing the two systems to compete. Over time, the brain reacts to this interference by down-regulating its own natural cortisol production, becoming dependent on external caffeine to function. Overriding the internal alarm clock eventually makes coffee consumption feel like maintenance, the equivalent of charging a degraded battery that can no longer hold power. By 3 p.m., the biological consequences set in. Because the morning system was suppressed, the unblocked adenosine sleep pressure hits the brain all at once. This leads to a panic response, consuming late afternoon coffee just to survive the workday. Caffeine has a surprisingly long half-life. A 4 p.m. coffee remains highly active at bedtime, which quietly degrades your deep sleep quality. This poor sleep ensures you wake up exhausted the following morning, creating an immediate need for more caffeine and locking the 24-hour cycle of dependence in place. Delaying your first cup of coffee by 60 to 90 minutes after waking allows your body to function as intended. This delay allows the natural cortisol wave to peak and begin its work first. As the cortisol line begins to dip, the caffeine spike occurs to catch it, creating the extended plateau of energy shown on the graph. Caffeine now supports your energy later in the morning, providing a second wave of alertness after your internal alarm has finished its work. Spacing these 2 chemical spikes correctly reduces adenosine tolerance and effectively eliminates the 3 p.m. crash. To bridge that first 90 minutes, replace the coffee grab with water, natural sunlight, and 5 minutes of physical movement. When Jake applied this 90-minute protocol, his morning stabilized, his total caffeine intake dropped, and the severe afternoon brain fog lifted. Correcting this minor biological mistake recovers the daily potential that many people quietly lose to poor timing. Your body possesses the exact internal chemistry required to wake itself up. It just needs you to stop interrupting it the second you open your eyes.